Alright, the good news is kind of the actual order of these replays this time.
Nice.
Nice!
I DM'd Vermin anyway, just because I think it'd be funny to have everyone playing in this group.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, true.
But he's not on right now, so.
Ugh.
It's just doing the checking password thing right now.
Yeah, I figured. I am very tired today.
Because of the work or just in general?
Yeah, I was outside for several hours today, which has me a bit wore out, but also just didn't finish sleeping. I mean, I slept like 6 hours, which isn't that bad, but I'm a little bit behind.
My cat is obstructing my. Okay, now he just moved. He's doing his thing where he just like stands right in front of my screen for a while.
It is unacceptable behavior. That's exactly why cats get eaten, right there.
And he's a big boy too, so he really does obstruct like the entire screen.
What kind of cat is it?
He's just a domestic short hair, but he's like 16, 17 pounds.
Oh, that's very large, yeah.
Yeah. He's not fat either, he's just big.
Yeah. That's good. I am not a fan of when I see people with like the really fat cats.
Oh yeah, no, that's basically animal abuse in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
It's kind of funny though, I guess because of his size and also because of his demeanor, I guess he's like more of a people person than a cat person, because like when I adopted him from the shelter, they had kept him in his own single cage. They didn't let him interact with the other cats because I guess he was like bullying the other cats.
Yeah.
Like he's like a complete sweetheart when it comes to other people.
Yeah, we have a cat that's kind of similar to that. She only like just recently started to accept other cats, and it takes her a long time to warm up to them, but yeah, she's pretty much the same way. She's very much a people person, lap cat, but then every time another cat's around, it's just always like growling and hissing and like being really pissy. Even with like newborn kittens and stuff.
Aw. How many cats do you have?
Right now we have 4, 5, 6, 7. We have
Damn.
9. We're at 9 cats right now.
Well, I guess on a farm it makes sense to have that many.
Yeah, we have 9 cats, but only 2 of them stay inside. The rest take care of rodents for us. What's up, Exit? Yeah, like a lot of them stay in the barn and eat rats all the time, so living the dream.
Yeah, my cat wants to go outside all the time, but I think he's like lost his like survival card for the outside because
Yeah.
a while ago, like first time ever, I actually he like woke me up in the middle of the night and he was all like upset and stuff, and so I like come out to the living room and I'm like trying to console him and see what's going on, and then like a fucking mouse, I see a mouse just like pop out of one of my shoes and like scurry behind this bookcase that we have in the living room, and he just completely missed the ball with like fucking trying to actually kill it. He was all like scared of it and shit. I'm like, damn, Pepper, you suck.
The cat's name is Pepper.
Yeah.
We actually, yeah, we had a black and white one named Pepper that he just recently went missing though. The last couple of months. We actually lost 2 cats in the last couple of months.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Yes. Sorry. I did like they probably were my 2 favorite ones, but I mean we got, well, we're gonna do a little bit of backstory. I'm just waiting on people to show up before we start the cast too.
Yeah, no problem.
So we rescued this like really tiny kitten. Just like found it out like on the street, right? Just abandoned. And that's like why we have a lot of cats. A lot of times we'll just, if we find strays or something, we usually take them in, fix them up, get them happy and healthy, and then they just stay with us, right? Happens a lot of the time with us. So she was one of those, and then she had a litter of kittens, and somebody stole them. Cause like we have like cameras and stuff, but the one like came up in the dark. We have no idea who it was. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and like we have customers like come and go to get milk like as they please, and then they just like leave the money. It's like an honor system type thing, and someone just took all of the kittens. And then my mother made a post like saying like whoever took the kittens, like please just bring them back. Like we're not like looking to find out who did it or blah blah blah, just like bring us our kittens back. Because it was like this cat that we had saved, we named her Pearl. She was like literally attached to me at the hip. Like she follows me up when I would go milking. She'd like sit in my lap while I'm milking the cows, like go into like whichever house I go into. She's just following me everywhere all the time. So like by proxy, I'd also had an attachment to her kittens, so I was like super sad about someone taking the kittens. So my mom made a post, and then they brought one kitten back, but they like kind of dumped it off like near the house. And then we like found, that's what we think happened anyway, we don't know for sure, but just like one of the kittens showed up like 4 days after they went missing, so it seemed really unlikely that it ran off and came back within 4 days and didn't die, because it was literally like 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. It was like super little. So we got that one, and she's still alive. But then she had another litter, and this was like all Siamese kittens. So I don't know where she found a Siamese cat, but we have a bunch of Siamese kittens now. So we gave one away and kept 3 of them. One of them was an outside one, and then 2 of the Siamese like stayed with me in my house. But my mom got a new dog, and pretty sure this dog killed both Pearl and the other like cat that's been here for a long time named Pepper, because she got it, and then I saw it chasing one of our cats before and like tried to teach it, you know, don't do that. And then about a week later, the 2 cats that go out into that pasture where that dog was went missing, so I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Kind of sucks. So we had 11. I guess we have 9 now. But when you live on a farm, you also kind of get used to animal death.
Yeah. Oh, Sig Vermin is on. Maybe I can con him into.
Yeah, see if he wants to join. Oh yeah, I was gonna set up a scoreboard. I've had like no time since the last cast. I feel like I've been like non-stop busy.
Probably just a simple text at the top would be fine, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't feel like it. Eurob was like trying to set me up with something that's like a proper scoreboard more or less, but I guess if I do the round of 8, because I don't know if I'm casting that or not. If I do the round of 8, I'll actually set up.
oh, I know he was having computer issues though, so he hasn't responded yet, but he might not be able to.
Yeah, we'll just start here in a minute. If he wants to hop in later, he can. Does the honor system actually work? It does, actually. We basically have like nobody ever stealing from us. We get everything like it's all documented still. We have like a like sign-in sheet out by the milk where like people fill it out and they're supposed to like call ahead of time to let us know like when they want to come and get the milk, and then we just like let them come and go. And yeah, we haven't really had anybody steal anything ever. Except kittens, I guess. Impressive. It's part of living in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, right? Our property is like pretty far off of the road. Like we have a really long driveway. It's all gated in and stuff. So it kind of gives I think it gives people that impression of not being able to actually steal safely anyway. But it's also like a really small community, so that helps. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start this first game, and then just if people respond later, because Vermon's like kind of half responding. Vermin might join us, Flying might come in later, but we're trying to get another Zerg, because this is all ZVZ and PVZ. Alright, see ya, exit. Games are starting, I'm out of here. Alright, so the first game today, we're doing Group C, which is gonna be Vermin, Urbmon, and myself. And the first game today is going to be me versus Vermin on Radeon. So I'm probably going to let Keen mostly talk for my games. And hopefully we can get another player in soon to help him with that. But I'll still give input like on my thought process and stuff as well, of course.
Nice split from Vermin. Perfectly optimized so far as I can tell. He's doing a little does Protoss do the little like manual boost thing too?
Only
like
as far as I know, only the top right patch is the only one. Hey, what's up, Civil? What's up, Danny? I don't think I even streamed my games versus Erdmon. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it doesn't really matter so much in. Well, it does matter in GP if you're doing like patch first kind of, but in ZVT it's actually kind of significant for your layer timing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a replay. Even my first pylon was already late. It was like 160 minerals when I dropped my pylon. But not great.
Yeah, actually I remember watching, I went back and watched the cast of my games from the other night, and like you and Flying were both like noting that my drone was like going out past my natural a little bit, but that was not just for your information, that was not any kind of like scouting thing. I'm just really rusty, and I just lost control of it. So one of those games I had a really late.
Oh, Erman said he'll join, so let me
Oh hell yeah!
add him to the call real quick. What's up, Herb?
Yo, what to do?
Alright, so we're already in the first game, so I'll just screen share on Discord for this one, and then you can join the call in the next one, or the replay in the next one.
So do you tend to favor going Forge in general nowadays, or?
I do Forge when I'm feeling a little more lazy now, to be honest. Like now that I've kind of got a little more comfortable with it, but I would prefer to do... I think I'll lose this probe, actually. I think I prefer to do a Gateway Expand if I can, like if I'm feeling good enough for it.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Damn, I thought he was gonna run by, but
yeah. I legit only just learned, I was talking about this before, I only just learned like a few weeks ago that you can go 13 Nexus before Cannon against Overpool.
Oh really?
Yeah, I never knew.
Yeah, it's I think it's a pretty significant buff to that.
But you lose the 9 pool, right?
Yeah, if you do the 13 Nexus.
Yep.
Yeah, I try to do... Problem is I'm not great with like timings. I basically like look at it and I'm like, okay, does that look like a 9 pool based on my minerals or what? Like that's pretty much the only way I know how to tell. I really gotta learn to like pay attention to my clock. But
that
yeah,
the second overlord.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. My cannon placement was already not great because of the drone kind of getting in the way, and then it actually screwed me up a bit.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Vermin is going 3-hatch Hydra because, you know, he's sort of like a, you know, stock standard like macro player, so it's kind of good to see him incorporating a little bit more of an
It's funny you say that. He didn't play one macro game against me.
Oh, damn, spoilers. But well, I mean, this doesn't have to be like an all-in anyway, right? It's still kind of a macro build. It's just an aggressive one. But yeah, I was just going to say because of that cannon placement, it could be an issue later on when the Hydras get to your front door.
Yeah, I mean that cannon and like the spacing between like my gateway and stuff. Like, I mean, I guess I can get. Can I even get a row? I don't even think I can with the gateway there, right? So like my.
It looks like that you should be able to fit a cannon in between the gateway and the cannon, right? Or am I?
I don't think you can do it with the gateway, but the forge you can.
Yeah, the forge I can. I think the gateway is actually 1 pixel too high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like really suboptimal against Hydra.
Yeah. But I mean, at least there's a ton of space in the natural on this map.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Even then, yeah, I guess I can still get like another 2 rows above that. It is kind of crazy. But here when I started making cannons was when I was like, oh god, this is terrible. Because I couldn't even make one on the left there, and I thought I could when I put this cannon down. And this was the moment I was like, I really hope he's not all aiming, because I have jack all for space here.
Mm-hmm.
But I did scout it early, and I held off on the Corsair for a while.
Yeah. I mean, getting that probe scout for free is like pretty significant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like you have like perfect scouting information right now.
Yeah, and
that's why the Speedling opener before the 3-hatch Hydra became a thing, is to clear out any stray zealots and probes. Yeah,
being able to walk this in and just park this here. I was so comfortable this entire time because I knew exactly what he was doing.
I know. I'm surprised he didn't try to kill it with that Hydra that's at his natural, because like
Mhm.
Like seeing those drones is so good.
Yeah, because I see these drones, I know I don't need any more cannons, right? So I'm just sitting here on 4 cannons, like this feels really good to me. I see like the layer timing. Yeah.
Yeah, and losing that gateway isn't that bad.
No, it's not that big of a deal right now.
I think he just realized that the probe was there the whole time.
Yeah, it basically allowed me to skip the Corsair because, like, you still want to build the Corsair against Hydra, so you know if they're still making Hydra or if they're stacking to lair, if they're making drones, like, you want to still get that information, but because the probe gets to sit there, I get to skip the Corsair pretty much for the entire game at that point.
OP.
Yes, Protoss is overpowered. The way they can just sit a probe in your base is so broken, dude.
Dude, so broken. What's his lair? Okay, we just... Oh, it's just about to finish, so... It should hit like 9 minute. 9:30 for Spire. And he's got the macro hatches at the third, so... He's not in a terrible spot, but if you hit with the timing, he's going to be, like, walking a fine line.
Yeah.
And honestly...
His Evo,
What? Go ahead.
oh, his Evo was kind of late as well, so his
Yeah.
like +1 weapons is going to be really, really late.
I feel that FFE versus 3-hatch Hydra is actually better for Protoss.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you go the gateways where you can get caught off guard with things. But yeah, looks like you're pushing across the map. Eyes are hightailing. No sunken. So you don't get that additional buffer, but he's got all his units together, and you back off. Smart Protoss.
How often do you say that, am I right?
Well, you didn't throw your entire army away. Protosses are very known for doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think it's like a psychological thing, right? Because like you have so many games where you just like shove your zealots in and they like end up doing a shitload of damage. So you just think like, damn, my zealots are sick as fuck. I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know what it was that kind of changed a lot for me is talking with Crossy a bunch. The way Crossy explained it to me, what helped me a lot in this matchup since I talked to him about it, was just going out on the map so that Zerg feels like they can't make drones.
Yeah.
That's
the whole
like
point.
all it is, yeah. And once I kind of wrapped my brain around that concept where it's like I don't necessarily have to do damage because by being on the map and making him feel pressure, that is already some damage in and of itself.
Yep.
And like you kind of see, like during that entire time, his drone count never changed. It was at 40 the entire time, and then only when he pushed me back did he finally start going back into making some drones.
Ooh. Oh my god. Holy fuck. those
Nice. That was hot.
Yeah, I think we caught him not looking there.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Got my 1-1. I made a second forge, but I'm not using it. I mean, I guess I did start my +2 attack on it a while ago. I kind of started to like double forge just because when you get those like 2 upgrades over Zerg, your army feels literally invincible.
Yeah, those goons live forever. And honestly, this style is really strong because you double forge AK production. You get this huge army. Yeah, you're running low in the main, but you can just double expand behind it if you can't push and win.
Yeah.
So.
And one thing I started doing was I learned that you don't need to make so many probes on 2 bases Protoss in this matchup. Like I used to overmake probes that'd be sitting on like 65 sometimes on 2 base, so that like when I expo I can do a big transfer, but it's actually better to just cut the probes and then have the bigger army to secure the expos and then expand after you're mining out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just resume the pro production when you start your 3rd Nexus anyway.
Right.
But like if you're stuck on 2 bases for a while, you also don't want to mine out faster, so...
I do think my second gas must have been really late, because I should have a lot more gas units than this right now. But I do have a tendency to take a late second gas for no reason.
What's the main of Zerg? Oh, wait.
Ooh.
Not sacrificing the observers. Good stuff. Yeah, and once those Dragoons get high count, they just do so much damage. And Protoss has got the Arc and breaks the contain.
Yeah, that was kind of I think the game is honestly over here.
No, it is.
I can't imagine it going any longer. But that was kind of like an awkward position for the Lurker contain, in my opinion. Like, I feel like it should have been a little farther up, because like the
Like up in
arc
here?
that the goons were able to get on that Lurker line was like pretty
Yeah.
fucking wide. Like, when you're doing that, you want to be able to constrict them into as small of a space as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you want because goons are so like annoying to control in small spaces. You want to tighten the quarter up as much as you can so that Protoss is like struggling to get their goons and Templar to move the way they want them to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're on his hatcheries, storming the reinforcements. This isn't looking too good.
Once Protoss is able to get into a base like this, it's like fucking impossible to kill their big ball.
Yeah, and when Protoss is powering off the 8 gates, if they break the contain, it's like you need like mass amounts of units back at home, if anything, because you know it's right at you.
Yeah, it's always really it's like just being caught with your pants down when the contain gets broken.
Yeah, it's definitely better if Zerg keeps their pants on, I feel like.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, it depends on the situation, I guess.
It's taking a second. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's the Battle.net experience.
Yeah. One day we'll have the technology.
It's crazy, right? Like StarCraft, Brood War used to function so well back in the day when we were on dial-up.
Yeah.
Like, I would play non-laggy games when everybody had dial-up. But now I can't get a game that's like above 12 turn rate playing 3v3 anymore.
Every time Blizzard updates something, I just like brace myself for like what kind of new bug they're going to introduce.
I still can't get over when there was that siege tank explosion bug, where if they'd get pinched in a corner, they'd just blow up.
It still happens, doesn't it?
Does it still happen? I haven't seen it happen.
I did it a few months ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you siege it on top of a building, then it just deletes the tank instead.
Oh, if you like siege it like right as you land a building or something.
Well, like say like I think the reason it happened to me was I built a turret or something, right? And then I like to siege my tank as a turret finished, and the SCV went on top of the tank and pushed it on top of the turret as the siege mode went through, so it just removed the tank.
Oh shit! Damn.
I was like, all right, that's cool. I didn't want that.
Nope.
That still happens. I don't know if it still does, because I haven't seen it in a long time, actually, but I did do it a few months ago. Maybe longer than that, like 6 months ago.
Why'd you choose to scout this way?
Because it feels closer to me.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know the actual correct way of scouting. To me, this is more in the middle, so I scout that one first and then top. Are you supposed to scout 12 o'clock first?
It's what it would seem like. But, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It seems like they're all the same distance.
I think it's about the same, yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if there was logic behind it.
No, I just...
Just where it felt right.
Yeah, just... My gut tells me it's in the middle. That's pretty much it. I will say on this map, I do feel like I'm almost forced to go Forge Expand on this map. Because there's no ramp. Like, so if I go Gate Expand, it feels like it's guaranteed that Overpull Lings are gonna get inside my base. Vermin even making 6 Lings this time, which I do scout. And here's where I make a pretty big mistake. It's funny because I just talked about this with someone, like with like Wolfix and a couple other people, about how if you see 6 lings, it's better just to make the second cannon.
Yep.
But I was like, well, it's overpull, so let me just pull probes, and then I pull way too many probes, and
There they are.
and then I don't make the second cannon.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
Yeah. So I pretty much killed myself for no reason. Like, Vermin makes 6 lings, and I just decided I don't deserve to be in this game anymore.
Yeah, that's a lot of probes.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like me panicking and just not thinking at all. It's trauma from lings getting inside my base. And I knew it as soon as I like pulled the probes. I was like, this is embarrassing. I was immediately embarrassed.
Yeah, but it's like you're immediately ashamed, but then you like just it's like some sort of like trauma response where it's like, okay, I've already committed to this. I just have to keep going.
Yeah. And then after that, my probes are literally not blocking anything in my wall. And then I move them back before the zealot's ready. And these, yeah, it's just a nightmare. So these lings are actually just gonna get inside. Because I just do everything wrong. For no reason.
The worst of both worlds.
I like self-destructed. But I was streaming, so this happens a lot where like when I do something that I know is really dumb on stream, I become like so ashamed that I kind of completely lose focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the streaming life, bud.
Yeah, I figure, like, even if you're just streaming alone, or if you're on like a voice call with friends or something, it's like, I feel like the quality of your games in general has to like go down fairly significantly, unless you're like really, really used to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rhythm thing.
Yeah. So I don't even take that much damage from the lings. Like, I lost 1 probe. But the biggest issue is I'm so distracted by this that I just never started my gas. So like I'm starting my gas almost like it's close to 5 minutes when I'm starting this gas. So even though I only lost 1 probe total, I've taken a bunch of completely unnecessary damage from just a few lings being in my base.
It's funny. Vermin keeps blocking himself and putting down the spire. He's tried at least twice now, but he keeps doing things in his larva. There it goes.
I'm supply blocked again right now as well. I mean, my core is going to be done by the time my Corsair is supposed to be out on the map.
Yeah, this is going to turn into another situation like the Moonray game from yesterday, where you're just like never going to get a Templar Archive up.
Yeah. So I'm just in like a really crappy spot right now. But realistically, like if I just multitasked better and would get out of my own head, it wouldn't have been that bad. Like it still wasn't great, obviously, like pulling out the probes is a bunch of damage. Letting the links inside sucks, but it technically wasn't that bad if I would just learn to relax a little bit.
Breathe.
Yeah, sometimes the psychological damage is worse than anything.
Yeah.
Like in my game against Exit, I was like so like disappointed. My fucking lings couldn't get through for like the 3rd time or whatever, and then he actually like got the bunker up. So I'm just like, fuck this shit. Like I can't deal with this.
Yeah. So I
didn't
made
even like stop to think about the situation. Sorry, go on.
I made 2 cannons in the mineral line just because it felt like at this point I basically conceded that if he goes Hydra, I'm just gonna die. So I was like, let me prep for Muta, because if he Hydras, even if I prep for it, I'm just dead anyway.
Right.
So I just went with the 2 cannons in the mineral line.
But you saw the lair and everything, right?
Did I see the lair? I actually don't remember.
I thought that you did, but maybe I'm just confused.
I honestly can't remember if I did or not. He can play K-League when? He plays every weekend. In theory.
Yeah, every week.
I mean, you just see
I'll
how
try to
late
play-
everything is. Like, my +1's like a third of the way. Not even. First Corsair comes out at 7.5 minutes. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I know that Spire's on the field. Maybe I did know. I was already starting +1. Maybe I did actually know.
Even if you didn't, I think it's like a reasonable choice. Because you can always cancel it anyway before it finishes if you find out that it's just pure Hydra.
Yeah, but you see he's making a bunch more Muta here. And one thing that's definitely hurting me a lot is... So because my Corsair was late, like all my... Like everything's late, and I lost that one Corsair to the Muta, I should have like 4 Corsair right now. But instead I'm almost at 2. So... Realistically, I should have been really well prepped for the Muta. But just like all those mistakes in the early game are adding up to me being just really behind on everything now.
Yeah, your +1 is also really, really late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which
This
all
building
means
placement too is like giving me anxiety going into the late game. It's gonna be like
I was getting tilted too, don't worry.
solving a puzzle to try to like make sure nothing is trapped.
Yeah, missing those like 2 to 3 Corsair right now is...
What?
They'll be back later, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the Scourge experience. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that was me mentally breaking right there.
Things happen.
That was the moment too where I like really wanted to end my stream. I was like, guys, I don't want to be streaming anymore. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, it's when pros turn off their webcam.
Yeah.
We've all had games like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'll tell you before anybody else, and I know everybody would agree with me. I think my biggest issue with StarCraft is my mental. Honestly, like I get so flustered and I have like no confidence right now. And it's just like totally eating into my gameplay.
Yeah. That's definitely a thing. Jinjin's a really good example of psychological damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really like rage at StarCraft or anything, but I just like get really disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I get it. Like if you watch my streams, most of my stream is me talking about how much I suck the entire ladder.
Until I backseat game you, of course.
That
And that's when you get real good.
That's true. That's actually when I get mad. When people are backseating me, I think that's the only time I start getting mad.
Whenever I get the left position, that bottom left mineral patch where you're like, I can never get the trick right. Like I always try to like line it up with the right one, so it's like optimized, but it's like so fucking hard for me to do for some reason.
Just literally like make it go to like the right side of it, not even on the top.
Yeah.
And then it'll just fix itself.
Yeah, if you just go to the outside, it'll take care of it. So now you know, Keen.
Oh wait, are you talking about the rightmost one, right? I'm talking about the one next to
Oh,
that.
the one where you gotta micro it?
Yeah, you have to manually do it each time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which patch is it?
The one right by the bottom right.
Yeah.
Oh, the second. Gotcha. How do you do that then?
You have to like click like as it's going to that patch, you have to click the patch right next to it, like right as it gets there, and then click back. So it will like mine from the rightmost edge of that patch, and it will have a faster turnaround. But like the way it's mining right now, it's not optimized, which is usually what I do. I just like roll with it.
Yeah, I just don't try.
Miss Gaines.
Sounds like a lot of effort.
Yep. That's Zerglav, baby. Alright, so OB pool, gas timing with 4 lanes, FFE, cross map. It's going to be a macro game, potentially. I mean, this gas timing, there's no way he'd follow it up with Hydra unless he gets his probe kill and does a little sneaky.
Yeah, whenever you go cast this early, it's usually like signaling that you're gonna go lair,
Yeah.
probably spire. Ooh,
So it's a lot of drones. Holy crap.
He really, really wanted his gas, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I did forget a pylon here. So we're supply blocked.
Oh, nice. Everything's always about you, Ozzy, huh?
No, I'm just, pointing things out. We also talked about Vermin pulling 16 drones to mine his gas.
Yeah.
That's one of those
Cool.
things where I would want to like quit the game if I did that. I'm done.
Yeah.
Can we start over?
Have you ever spammed your drones and accidentally hit stop?
Yeah.
Oh boy, talk about pain.
I think I
Start
would.
screaming. What?
I would actually just leave it.
So we went speed. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Okay.
Not only did I not notice that, but because of the supply block, and then even after that I was just late. My first zealot's just not coming out. And my walls
Yeah, I mean-
actually, my buildings are really far back. So again, I was looking at my wall and I was like super tilted about my wall.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna
this
say-
is. If he went Hydra, you'd be like,
Yeah, I'm just dead again to Hydra.
Well, no, the Lings alone could do a lot of damage.
Mhm.
thing is though, because I don't think the probe did the probe get to the natural. Like, were you able to actually visually confirm that there is no lair?
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah. So that's just a little sneaky thing because he could have just made his lair as a natural. Like,
Yeah,
you
I just-
don't know.
I never knew Speedling were being made at all. Like, had no idea.
Oh god, and you don't even have another zealot queued right now.
Yeah, I'm supply blocked again.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Let's go!
God, this feels so good as a Zerg player though.
Yeah.
But this is me just not. This is like completely unforced errors, right? 2 supply blocks and my
sloppy.
zealots not being in the wall, not making my second cannon. Like I
Yeah,
literally
you
had
moved-
a zealot outside of the wall.
You've moved them right as he came in. I'm sorry, man.
It's alright. It's part of what I get for not practicing, but like I said, I'm so much like in my own head. Yeah, it's it happens. I'm going through a slump again right now. I wasn't.
Yeah.
If you remember, I said I wasn't gonna play even, right? Because I was gonna drop out.
Yeah.
But what happened was I was hanging out with Jimin, and he had me play against Drone. And I guess Drone's like 2100 plus a Zerg. And as I was playing against Drone, I told Jim, and I was like, I'll tell you what, if I beat Drone, then I'll rejoin K-League. And then I actually won that game, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll play. That was the entire process.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, it's good that you played. I didn't really want to play when it came time for my games either.
I wanted to play, I feel like so weak right now.
Because you are.
I know, it's crazy, man.
Aw, you son of a bitch.
Look, this is the order the games are played on.
Oh, man.
I really wanted to get Vermin in here too, Irvon, but
Yeah.
He's busy?
yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it would be really funny to have everyone cast their own games.
He's too busy leaning all in Protoss. Alright. I signed up to dunk on Ozzy, not myself.
I mean, we still can.
It's
I'll
not a
allow
good
it.
look for me.
I'll continue it then. What's this? We have a probe going to the middle of the map on Radeon very early.
Interesting.
Are we gonna get a 9-9 from Aussie to hockey? He never cheeses.
I like how there's this little sewer grate just like in the middle of nowhere.
Where do you want them to put it?
I don't know. I mean, like, well, I guess we can't see if there's any like slope here, but it doesn't look like it's good for drainage, does it? Like, it's like raised. I don't know. Terran engineers, man. They don't have
Ian,
their
how do
shit
you
together.
feel that 9-9 matches up against Hatch 10 pool? Is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I actually think this is like probably the best scenario for him. But he went Overlord first before his pool, so this is like the new way to do it, right? But yeah, if Urban just like did the old school version where you go like pool before your Overlord, then I think you would get just absolutely fucking slapped.
Yeah.
But, I'm not really sure how this will work out. I think it'll still be better, obviously, than like 12 or 11 hatch.
Yeah. Well, I feel like 12 hatches, worst case scenario.
Well, I think 12 hatch is actually better still against this than like 9 pool or overpool.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The
I
larva
don't know.
advantage.
Yeah, the larva advantage. It's like it's really hard against 2 gate in general. If you go pool first, IMO, I don't know.
Gotcha. So I thought about it after the game. I don't do it here, but I do think about it after. I could have done shield battery as well. That's what I thought too, Kava, but I guess the other Zergs are saying that we're wrong.
Is it really? Oh, well, okay, maybe 9 pool because then you can just run into their base and make a sunken.
But you're still behind in larva for Lings at the natural because he's going to put pressure on you. So if you throw him in the main, it's not really doing anything to the threat that's going to be there at your natural.
Well, you just seed your natural. You don't even. You just like cancel it and then run into their base and make sunkens at your main.
It just, to me, it felt like against 12 hatch, it would mean that, like, I just felt like there'd be so many zealots before your Lings, like, even start coming out that it's, like, really hard.
Against their 9-9. I guess I'm thinking more against, like...
Because, like,
10-9
I'd have enough
or-
zealots to, like, block your ramp, right? And then just,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I feel like would happen against 12 hatch.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking more along the lines of if it was, like, a regular two gate like, at your base rather than in the middle of the map. Yeah, what Kava is saying makes sense now that I think about it.
Yeah, because I did it. Here's the thing, I didn't know what Urban's build was. I've never seen in Hatch 10 pool, like, ever. So the hatch timing kind of confused me. I didn't even understand. Like, not that it would have changed what I did, but I just didn't even know what I was against.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering at this point, like, I'm up a lot of workers now and he's still having to mass Lings. If I've been, like, faster about, like, getting cannons to my natural and stuff, is this a playable position? Or is it, like... How do you feel as Zerg against that?
I well, I don't know. I feel like you're pretty screwed in this situation, but I'm not really sure. This is like completely unfamiliar territory for me, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. And I'm just wondering, like, if I got cannons up faster and like started doing a wall, it's 18 to 9 workers. Like, I don't know if maybe this is still playable.
Yeah, maybe if you like quickly got like a SimCity up 2 and you got a couple of zealots back there to defend your natural, but you would have had to make like another Forge 2 and another gateway before you could Nexus, I think. But yeah, I guess if you're still pumping probes from your first Nexus that whole time, like it's kind of okay.
Yeah.
But also like I feel like the 9 drones are kind of like deceptive, because he does have 2 hatcheries still that he can just like quickly make like a bunch of rounds of drones for free, and he doesn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
What you'd want to do is Sarah DT and then try to take your natural.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I were like faster getting stuff behind that, it actually may have been playable, but at that point, like, I was dead because the Lings are just gonna come in and kill me. But yeah, honestly,
yeah,
that game was right after I played Vermin, and I was so demoralized. I was like, hopefully Erdmon just goes 12 hatch because he likes to play macro, and I just get a free win. Like, that was my entire thought process.
Oh man.
Have you been doing the 9 hatch thing a lot lately, Erdmon?
Yeah, I've been goofing around with it. It's, if you're going for more of a macro style, it doesn't actually really help you with that. It's more of just like kind of the early game shenanigans that helps prevent it. And usually in series, people tend to cheese in the first game. So it's like kind of one of those like catch-all builds where I can still macro out of it. I'm not too behind.
Yeah.
But, I'm also in a good spot if he tries to do something aggressive.
Yeah, it seems nice in ZVP2 because like it allows you to, you'll get your Lings like a few seconds faster than if you did like 11 hatch or 12 hatch. So like you can completely shut down any zealot pressure. It's like basically impossible for them to cannon rush you. So like that's one issue I always had with like 11 hatches. If I went like hatch first against like a forge opening, then like dealing with getting cannon rushed always really sucks.
We got a 9 pull from Erdmon this time.
It's your boy.
Yeah, like everything beats Proxy Gate.
Say what?
Flying posted everything beats Proxy Gates in chat. Yeah, Proxy Gates are just a high risk, low reward strategy.
Alright, double cannon. Good play.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the 9 hatch thing, it also seems nice because like obviously it's not going to be as good as like a regular hatch first in terms of like transferring into a macro game, but oh, okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot about those Lings.
I was very surprised so I was wondering what happened because I was like, I can't believe he like tried to run that in.
I surprised myself.
Well, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, as a Zerg player, that's like a nightmare scenario though, because then you have to like make another set of Lings at least. So
Yeah.
With the scout and stuff. But yeah, with the going back to the 9 hatch thing, it's like at least you'll have extra larva too, so it's not like you'll be completely screwed by transferring into a normal game. That's how like Kaido was explaining to me when I was watching a stream the other night. It's that like Zealot kind of came up with these openings, right? But like obviously he uses them in a very cheesy way, but you don't have to play exactly like Zealot. You can just use it as like a really safe opening. Play whatever style you feel like.
Yeah, larva economy. It's definitely a thing. The more you have, the better it is.
Yeah, it's what makes Zerg so different macro-wise from Terran and Protoss. It's like kind of unintuitive, especially for beginner players.
Fucking probes.
The thing is, like, my Corsair ends up being a little bit late, like normally. Doing like, this is the first time I ever went to Cannon before Nexus. And it
really
feels kind of gross, like how late you end up getting like your Nexus and your gas and everything respectively because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't feel great.
Yeah, this is an extremely late start.
Well, at this point I was actually making a decision to...
Oh, you're just going for it.
Even though I saw the lair, so here's what I was thinking. It was gonna leave and I was gonna make the Citadel right outside of his vision, but I guess I didn't even do that. He saw it because of the lingering vision, so it comes back to confirm.
Yeah, it's like that Overlord is gonna die anyway, so you might as well.
So I decide, well, it's gonna be making Muta anyway. Let's do like a weird mass goon build instead.
Oh, okay.
Protoss logic.
Yeah. Kind of late.
Yeah, it is late, yeah.
And
it's late, but we're going for the surprise factor, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. The only issue is that those gateways aren't finished and this fire is.
It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's okay.
It's just that picture of that dog in the house that's on fire.
I think of that all the time, yeah. I always say this is fine, thinking of that.
But yeah, I feel like I mean the 2-gate goon or 2-base goon thing, you have like, God, I wish I knew the actual build. I know like TT1 used to do like really precise like early game 2-base goon timings, and it was like really hard to deal with, but I don't actually know. Like, I assume you have to like cut probes and...
Yeah, I don't know the build either. I know that it is a build, and I know I wasn't doing the build. I was doing my own version, and my whole version was thinking, I like Dragoons.
Well, it starts with that, you know, that's the first ingredient.
I went for basically 2 all-ins 2 games in a row because I just mentally wasn't there after the Vermin games. I thought maybe I could get some free cheap wins and then we'd go from there, you know?
I mean, see, this is still kind of scary from a Zerg perspective. I mean, especially because like when you're going mutiling against this sort of thing, it's like the Dragoons can just like step back and fire, so it feels like it's really hard sometimes to like properly catch them. But
what if you don't micro at all?
Not yet.
Then what?
Then this happens. Well, actually, you're kind of cleaning up his army. See, this is really scary. So, like, it's gonna be so hard to like dig you out of this position now.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
feel like one thing that would have made it a lot harder for me is if these Sunkens were like more forward, so I was fighting into the Sunkens at the same time.
Yeah, but this is the bad part of taking that position, right? So now you're just stuck there. What was going through your mind at this point? Or,
Protoss is so easy.
yeah,
What I needed to do was just cut off his reinforcements and go with the swell afterwards. But like Ozzy
Yeah.
was saying, it's because I put the fifth hatchery north of my third. It reduced like the sunken coverage. So had I taken it to where the new macro hatch is being placed, I would have been in a better spot. But
yeah,
chalk it up to shit creep.
yeah. I was going to mention cutting off the reinforcements because like a while ago, like a minute or so ago, I saw you move your.
Hey, what's up, Camille?
Looks like that was what you were going to do.
I mean, I go what I'm supposed to do, but it still doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, just in general, like as a general principle, like whether it's against Protoss or Terran or whatever, if they're doing this kind of like two base all in or whatever, you know, you can like this is how I play against mech too, where it's like, all right, the glass are out on the map. I'm just gonna like make them an island and go cut off like any reinforcements. So like I'll keep building up my army, but you're never gonna build up yours.
Yeah, that's pretty much the logic, but just couldn't get there because the pressure at the third and the sunken placements just kind of boned me. So I was like, well, this is a lost game. So
Yeah. Yeah, once the goons get to this critical mass, it's so hard.
Flying nailed it. I said Ozzy's really playing like a BGH for this game. Absolutely what I was doing. Just bringing my BGH to the ladder.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get back to your roots.
Yeah. Make a bunch of workers and start massing dragoons. You may not like it, but this is what peak Protoss performance looks like. True, though. So true.
so stupid.
This really is the most Protoss build ever.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is when I play PvZ. This is how I want to fucking play because like I'm too dumb and slow to use High Templar effectively. Like I want to just pound units into the Zerg and just go AFK. Sad.
I was gonna say you sound sad, Keen.
As a Zerg player, this hurts my soul.
Just clawing at whatever I can right now.
Yeah,
With
it's one
nothing.
thing. It's one thing if you lose like a normal macro ZVP or whatever, but when you lose to something like this, it's just like, oh, so that's how it is.
Yeah. The thing is, I lost a semi just recently to this exact build.
Well,
Like,
probably-
even though I can sniff it out, it's still just a strong fucking build. Because once again, larva, you just don't have the larva to really like be impactful. It's like you need time, and this build definitely doesn't give you the time.
The Erdmon did forget to say GG, but I know he simply forgot. Just like Moonride happens to the best of us. And nobody harp on Erdmon, okay?
Yeah, Ozzy?
What's that? What did you say?
Because it was.
I think we're losing them. Is it Herb lagging or me? I think it's Discord in general. It sounds like it's happening to everybody.
Seems like this is good connection.
Yeah, it seems fun.
Ew.
All right, I guess this works.
Alright, what was being said?
I didn't hear any of the last like 30 seconds or so.
I had just said that Vermont forgot to say GG. He did not do it on purpose, so nobody give him a hard
yeah.
time.
You son of a bitch.
Damn, I think it's like 4:20 already. I think we might have to postpone our pizza match.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's good because I already had pizza today.
Oh, nice.
I actually completely forgot about that.
So, how many more sets after this?
It's this one and then yours and Vermin, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
At least the ZVZ should be quick
Mm-hmm.
and painful.
Mm-hmm.
So again, this is another map where I feel like I have to go Forge Expand. And I don't necessarily have to, but like covering that ramp kind of sucks.
Oh yeah. Oh well, there are the eggs there, right?
There's the eggs, but it still takes. You still want like 2 or like kind of 3 probes to be honest, because there's so much surface area for the probes and everything that it just kind of sucks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, so Herb, have you had much experience playing like 9-hatch or 10-hatch against Forge?
No, not really.
I'm just wondering how it works out if like you need to essentially go like a 3-minute gas and kind of go into like 973 sort of thing, or if you
I
can
feel like
still-
that'd be more advantageous for that the early hatch, because you got to think the larva once again.
Yeah.
Get those extra drones out faster, which means you're able to get to that 973 faster, which would be a sharper timing.
Yeah, and I was also thinking if you go for like a 230, 240 minute like gas, then maybe you're not going to have enough like mineral input to really take advantage of the faster larva. So like if you go for like a normal like 3-hatch layer into Spire build, then like you're kind of going to be gimping yourself a little bit.
Yeah, but you can also, if you try to go for the layer, if you delay your gas a little bit, you can get that Overlord before you get the layer, which will help with the boost of supply.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I
guess.
mean, there's ways to work out of it. It's just trying to find the path that fits the best.
Yeah, Yeah, and if you hide overlords and stuff, or maybe like lose one overlord, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, if I know that my Spire timing's behind the Stargate, like significantly, I'll always just like at the 35, as opposed to throwing down the hatchers real quick, I'll just throw in like how many overlords I think I'm going to lose like right off rip. So
Mhm.
I can kind of like counter that with what I got.
That's cool. I'm glad there's still like novel openings that are being developed.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this game it's so figured out that it's like it's not so much of the opener, but what you'd follow it up with.
Yeah,
Like the most
and
important thing.
like I guess there's nothing truly new under the sun, but it's like things are way more optimized than they used to be.
And someone comes in with like a 2005 build and just blows everyone away. Like, holy shit! He did a 4 Goliath drop ship. This man's a genius.
I feel like stuff like that is more viable for like Terran and Protoss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Zerg has a lot of room for like creativity, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much because the whole larva thing, you commit to that one unit, you're kind of locked into that one unit. You can't build stuff simultaneously, so and just dude, freaking I feel like Zerg would be way better if we could cancel larva and they'd go back to larva as opposed to dying.
Oh yeah, for
Because
sure.
you can like
That'd be
turn
crazy.
yeah, you could turn the all-ins off or vice versa.
It should make it that when you cancel an egg, it splits into 2 larvae.
Oh, the abuse that would come from that. That'd be beautiful. That'd be like turning 2 hatch hot or muta into like a 3 hatch. Like split your larva, then make mutas. Oof.
How about this? You cancel the egg, but you don't get the resources back, and it splits into 2 larvae.
Yeah, okay. So you're making a 50 mineral investment
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a larva. That's cool. I'm down for that patch.
It would probably break Zerg.
Uh,
God, I hope Blizzard never patches Brood War.
No,
Right.
it's
highly doubt it.
perfect
Yeah.
the way it is. It's still being like changed and developed now, right? Like the game is still being figured out.
Yeah.
It's just a nightmare scenario, though.
There should be 5 zealots instead of 4, but we have 4.
I'm kind of surprised you're committing to this, but
That's what I was thinking.
I committed to it thinking that he would think that I wouldn't commit to it. That was the entire
Yeah.
thought process.
well,
Because I fake the push out all the time, right? Like, and I know people
Yeah.
know that I'm doing that constantly, so I was like, well, let me make it look like a fake, but then we're actually just gonna go.
well, yeah, it's because like if he had made like 6 more lings or whatever,
Yeah, it
then
just gets
I'd
crushed.
prefer-
Yeah, then it's a complete waste. So I definitely tried to metagame a little bit there.
Yeah,
Threw me off because I was like, this is such a crucial timing because this is where like Zerg throws down like, you know, the macro hatches, the tack,
Yeah.
and it just this like blunders everything so hard. Like I'm 1k stacked and I'm just not cleaning up your zealots. So just their presence alone fucking hurt.
yeah, this kind of happened to me. I played a semi for CPL this season, and like I lost 2-0 against him, but like both games, like he did like a timing push with like 5 zealots or whatever, like right as I was supply blocked to 27, and like I just got absolutely like demolished because I like my overlords were a little late, and then I didn't like keep supply to deal with potential zealots, so it's like, oh god, what a humiliation. It's like the oldest trick in the book, but
Still
just,
work.
like, yeah, just get absolutely demolished by like like 4-minute timing.
Gotta love it. It's almost as cool as 6 Marines pushing you, or pushing your natural and killing every drone.
Oh yeah.
Zergs really need to learn how to wall. Oh wait, all the opponents have got ranged units.
I mean, you get the wall against the zealots at least to stop zealot pressure. You get that.
I don't see pros really like optimizing their walls like they used to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of awkward on like maps like this where there's like unbuildable rocks at the top near the choke. Like, can you really get a great Sim City on this map? I'm not even sure, but I haven't really played on it too much.
You know, there's one guy out there who's like made a perfect wall on every side of every map.
Yeah, it's amazing how much people will obsess over like small details. Like there's this Zerg, there's this Korean Zerg. And I'm sure he's not bad, but he's not like, top level or anything. But he has a YouTube channel where like all he posts are like videos of the most optimized mining, where it's like 2 seconds faster than like any other fucking person on Earth. But like, like that's like all he does though, is just optimize his mining.
It's his thing. I feel like I took or attempted to take top right. I think I should have went for 9 o'clock. I know it's not good to like expand towards the Protoss, but like closing that choke.
Those chokes, like if you get it set up though, is actually so hard to break though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that would have actually been the better decision.
Yeah. Kind of like, it makes me think of like Retro, right? Where you can expand like towards the Protoss on that map as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, if you get that base, it just becomes a nightmare for Protoss because they like lose an attack path.
Yep.
And for the first time in the history of Ozzy playing PvZ, he has Corsair still alive at this stage in the game to protect his High Templar. My Storms were definitely too far behind my Zealots though. But it's because Herbo's doing like a pretty good job of like running backwards as well, and then I was letting my Zealots go too far forward.
Yeah, that was a really nice arc by Herb.
But I also just didn't have a lot of supply there, honestly. Like I was only up like 15 supply. I feel like I have such a hard time knowing how to trade against Zerg while they're droning. Like, we're even on workers, which is pretty good for Zerg, yeah?
Yes.
Or is 48 still a little bit too low, maybe? Or is that okay?
48 is fine for now. Once you get to once you get the 4th base up, you want to aim for like 65 or so.
Yeah.
But I mean, Herb is in like a really good spot right now. I mean, anytime you're like close to the same supply as Protoss, you're like sitting pretty.
Damn, seeing that you didn't have storms at this.
I thought I was dead. Like, if you just pulled the trigger, I would have died. When you didn't, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, but it's like...
how do you know? Like,
yeah, no, there's no way you should know. Or you wouldn't know.
Always has storms, right?
I didn't realize until the fight ended that I didn't have any more behind it.
Now I remember this game. Damn it.
Do they all get spotted by that single zealot?
Hey. Just wait and find out.
Oh god, nightmare.
I had it there specifically for drop because I've noticed Armand using drop play a lot more than I feel like he used to, and I actually feel like it's very hard to deal with. Like if you don't see it coming, you can just lose the game immediately.
Yeah. This Herb, I don't know if you saw any of the games yesterday, but man, this reminds me of one of the ZVT's flying was playing against Nash, where like he was going for a lurker ling drop. And I have no idea how Nesh sniffed it out. I think he must have seen like Warlords with fucking like speed or something. But like he ended up like reacting perfectly to it, and it was just like I've never seen a drop fail that spectacularly. Like Nesh saw like the complete perfect time, and it
That's just got it like
did.
that. Yeah, it's yeah. When that drop gets spotted, it hurts. I was thinking I should have just left them there and just waited for Ozzy to push out and then go for the drop.
Yeah,
But
then he still has that stare.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I just pull back and unload a Novelord and fend
Yeah.
it off. But the threat's still there.
Yeah.
I just was like, I'm gonna pull the trigger.
Sometimes you just gotta go.
At this point, I was just like, all right, I just need to be crazy and just try to fucking build a shit ton of Hydras and hopefully I can crush him. But I know he's on 4 base, so I'm like, I'm just in a bad spot. So I gotta do something.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's no way you can know this, but like maybe there's still a little bit of a window because like he is just now getting that Assimilar at his third just finished, and he hasn't started mining from it yet, so he hasn't really gotten that like infinite high Templar engine going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, let's see how many storms he. Oh, he only has like 1 storm right now.
true. I think this lurker drop at 6 gets a lot of kills too.
I wonder if like if a lurker on the left side of that ridge by the mineral only, I wonder if like they could hit
No, not too bad.
like and yeah, okay, probably. Drop lurkers behind it though. I mean, well, you are dropping lurkers behind the 4th. Sick.
Once again, I should have just pulled back once I saw the army. I just felt so committed.
Even look at this. I don't even know if I ever see this fight in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I
I was
do.
happy about that. I was like, all right, cool.
I don't even know where I was looking for that. There's 3 things going on right now. I got the lurker drop at 6 o'clock. I got the drop on my main, and then this fight in the middle. My
Yep.
measly 160 Protoss APM can't keep up with it.
Damn, hurt. 360, 370 if you're fucking mad, man.
Trying, dog. Like this in my brain, I was just like, I need to be everywhere. So I just didn't worry about anything other than just 5SH, 6SH, 7SH.
I don't think I've ever gotten to 400 APMs.
You just hold down one button and it'll
well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, using that, I've gotten to like 1200, I guess, but. Ooh, the lurker surround.
Don't matter. None of this matters.
Damn. Yeah, I was hoping that would like somehow just like erase the Protoss army. But
It's Terran, different story.
yeah.
Keen, I feel like you're kind of playing favorites a little bit here.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. I have to support my Zerg brethren.
I don't have a brethren. That's the problem. I hate Protoss players.
Well, if I was a Protoss player, I would also hate Protoss players. Because
Yeah.
who the fuck wants to play PvP constantly?
I hate PvP and I hate the way I see them playing on ladder. It like disgusts me.
Yeah, ladder Protoss or something else.
Got the 302 upgrades here as well. Pretty big. I was kind of in a position where I had to get a lot of damage done here, though, because I'm mined out on my 2 bases now, and
Yeah, but,
Herb has a lot of map.
yeah, but it's kind of deceptive, I think. Like, the 9 o'clock isn't really a base. The natural at top right isn't really a base right now.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like if I feel like if I tried to like chill and like go to another base or something, I think I'd just get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this was the best chance for me to go.
Mm-hmm. And you are correct.
I may not know how to play StarCraft, but my gut told me it's time to attack.
It's that killer instinct.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, that was terrible.
And Ozzy Dahaki takes an unexpected 2-1 victory after the first 9-9 Radeon game.
Brutal.
What a great comeback by Ozzy.
I hated it.
Losing 1-2 to Vermin and winning 2-1 to Herbmon. Meaning that if Herb wins 2-1, we get tiebreakers. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any scenario I win from here? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. It would have to be tiebreakers is the best I could hope for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If I had won 2-0 against Herb, then if he wins 2-1, then I would have qualified that way.
Oh, no, I thought it doesn't matter the score of the best of 3. It only matters the result, like whether it's a win or a loss in the best of 3, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it's
So-
map score.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, if
Okay.
there's a draw and wins, but you have less losses, then typically the way it would work in groups is that player goes on.
oh, okay. I didn't realize.
I don't know for sure if that's how AOT was planning on doing it, but I know that's usually how it is in tournaments. Like, I know GSL stuff does it that way. Like group stages when there's like 5-man groups or whatever.
I see. Damn, Vermin splits are so good.
I did not see these games. I know they were streamed, but I didn't see them. Ian, how do you feel about ZVZ?
I don't particularly enjoy it. Strangely, I feel like it's not my worst matchup when I'm inactive, because I can still like eke out build order wins. So I guess I kind of like it in that regard.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally speaking, it's like I don't know. I don't hate it because it's like at least the games are usually over fairly quickly.
That's everybody's take. I don't agree with that take. I hear that all the time, though. So it's a
Are
pretty...
you going... Oh, is this a 10 hatch, Herb?
Yeah, I was playing around with the 10 hatch in the series. I think I
no,
did it for
it's
this
scouting.
game. And it was just like, yeah, let's see what happens.
That's rough getting scouted first.
I know, dude.
Oh my god. Is he gonna go for a fucking 12 hatch? Or 11 hatch? Okay. Is 11 hatch supposed to be like safe or like holdable against pool first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, I haven't been keeping up with the fucking meta. That's hard to believe though. I mean, I feel like it would still. I feel like if I was doing it, I would still die to a 9 pool.
Well, your pool timing's just 50 minerals faster.
Is this?
Yeah.
And then usually how it works is if they 9 pool speed you, you're morphing the lings as soon as the lings are hitting your natural. So
Okay.
that few seconds does amount to something. And then you just pull your drones to buy a little bit of time.
This is
Yeah.
relatively Vermin favored, right? This opener.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
No, he's way ahead now. This is like nightmare scenario when you're going 10 hatch.
Yeah.
This is
This
where
build.
what
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say. This is where I scout his main and realize that he went 12 hatch and just do a deep sigh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
Fuck.
the only saving grace here is that Herb also scouted him first, which usually isn't the case on most maps.
Oh, that's true. This is. I didn't even realize that this map is. It actually makes the Zerg scout the same direction.
Yeah. So, like, normally speaking, it's like Herb wouldn't have realized he wouldn't hatch first.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, like, going 11 hatch or 12 hatch against this is, like, pretty much the best possible response. Then also getting that scouting information first, it's just, like, irredeemable.
I mean, what I'm looking at doesn't look that bad for Mon right now. Like, we're up a couple workers, we have the sunken for safety. Our layer's a little bit quicker, we've mined a little bit more gas. But he
Yeah.
went speed, yeah.
Well, it's just because I was able to scout him out. I was
Mhm.
able to make a round of drones, which brought me back into it.
Yeah, those first 3 drones were pretty good. I'm actually surprised that Vermin is still just pumping wings, but
Yeah, a lot of Ling, we're going speed. Hermon's skipping speed. Playing defensive with the sunken.
oh god. Okay, well you're not too supply blocks, but he's going in just like the perfect time. Damn. Yeah, that. Wow, the sunken actually like soaked up a lot of damage there, but I guess it just wasn't enough. Maybe if the drone pool was like a little bit faster, but I would have thought that I would be able to hold that from your position here.
Yeah, I actually thought, like, looking at it.
Yeah, and I thought too.
It's
you
actually
just
funny,
say,
like,
too.
sitting here watching it, I was like, this actually, to me, looks really good for Herb. Yeah, not anymore. Not looking great now, dare I say.
Yeah. So going Scourge. Scourge with no Muta support is rough. I mean,
And I didn't have speed.
oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, so he'll have 3 Mutas and, let's see, 2 sets of Scourge. I think 3 Mutas is still like, oh, okay. Yeah, you're boned. Sorry.
I forgive you.
That's rough.
It is what it is. ZBZ baby.
I also, I guess one thing in ZZ's favor too is like, I don't really take the losses personally because it's just like, well, it's fucking ZZ. Like,
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like,
It's like 2 lanes can end the whole game. So
Okay, Vermin gets a GG at least. Good for Vermin.
because I respect him.
True, that's very fair.
it's the Zerg Brotherhood. Shared misery.
Yeah.
So, what do you like about StarCraft, Armand? I feel like every time I hear you, you're hating on every matchup.
What I like the game. It's great.
I like complaining about it.
Still bitch though, yeah. I've learned from the other races how to bitch.
That's very fair.
Like when I was still wet behind the ears when I first started playing StarCraft, I was like a dog who didn't know how to bark, but then I started hanging around other dogs who barked, and I was like, oh shit, I can do that. And now here I am.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I got that dog in me.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, the game's great. It's a fun one. Just fun to bitch.
Yeah.
It's an easy way to vent.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually what I try to explain to people all the time. Like when I'm complaining about things, like if I'm complaining about lag or latency or like teammates doing like stupid things or bad things, it's not that I'm unhappy per se. It's really a coping mechanism to help keep me calm.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all it is.
Like if I utter these magical words, I just suddenly feel better.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
or if I'm complaining about how fucking bullshit ZVT is and how fucking easy it is for Terran, you know, I'm not actually saying that it's like imbalanced or impossible for Zerg to win.
Yeah.
Even though it fucking is. Fuck Terran.
Yeah, fuck Terran, dog. Bullshit. I'm gonna just bunker rush. Oh, I completely failed. Good thing I got a wall and one
Yeah,
marine against your 12 lings.
I can just go 8 racks for
Yeah.
like fucking no downside. Wall on every fucking map. If I don't go 8 racks, I can just go fucking +1 5 racks against 2 fucking Hatch Muta.
Yeah.
This is so funny listening to this. I was on a Saiyan stream the other day, Saiyan SC, and he was complaining. He's been having rough times on the ladder. And I
Yeah.
said something about how I was like gonna full swap to Terran. And it kind of reminded me of like when I was originally talking to Terran players, and Terran players were always like, you're gonna be miserable when you play TVP, like you're gonna learn to hate yourself and hate the game and this and that, and like just how BS it all is. And then I tell Saiyan, I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking of swapping to Terran, and then Terran, and he's like, oh, so you're just gonna play Terran, you're not gonna learn the man's race of Zerg and learn what it is to be miserable. And I was like, guys, everybody can't be miserable. Like everybody can't be the worst race.
Well, there's this old.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. There's this old screenshot I used to have of like Aerodor Liquid Drone. I'm sure you know who he is, but
Yeah.
he was like describing how he viewed the general players of each race, and he's like, you know, the Protoss are like successful in real life, and they pick the easy race, and it's like, fucking Terran players are all fucking nerds, and then he's like, Zerg players are like addiction prone.
Wait, were you making a
So-
third
Yeah.
battery?
That I think that's how it is. You know, we just turn to drugs.
Yeah. Substance abuse runs in our hive.
You were making a third hatchery, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I was trying to pull autism on this, and it did not work.
Dude, that was like a real common thing on ladder for a while. Like everyone was going like 3 hatch twing, and it was actually kind of fucking hard to deal with if you didn't like immediately win.
Yeah, there's ways to play out of it. Lurkers are definitely useful, but yeah, it's definitely weird, and that's kind of what I was hoping to be able to throw a Vermin into, but him just doing what he's doing right here kind of sucked.
Yeah,
It's
not
like-
ideal.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm boned.
Goodbye, pool.
Yeah. At this point, I was just like, I'm gonna just make do with what I got. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, make him fight for it.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is playable.
Not at all.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, let's wait and see what the sunken value is here.
Sunken value isn't worth much for this hatch in the main.
It's got
Yeah.
it's got like 3 kills right now. That's 75 minerals.
Battle drones, go!
Yeah, with proper drilling. Look, another Ling kill. All right. Gonna get another one here. Actually, it's gonna get 2 more.
Nope.
Oh, it's gonna be 3.
Wow,
Where-
infinite value.
We're at what is that? 7 Ling kills right now. It's almost paid for itself.
You're not even trying to rebuild the pool.
No, yeah, I'm literally just goofing. I'm like, just build more battle drones.
If you were making, like, if you were against Protoss that was massing Goon, unironically, massing, like, continuing tons of SCVs for fighting is so good against Dragoon.
Yeah, it must be nice to have peons who can actually like turn the tide of a game.
Right?
55 health, that's pretty dope.
Just like
60?
never die.
Oh,
They
it's
could storm
60?
like
Oh, shit.
they could storm like 3 times in a row, and they're still just like sitting there fine.
Yeah, it takes a Dragoon 6 shots to kill an SCV.
God, that's gross. Well, I guess Vermin takes it.
Yeah, Vermin takes the 2-0 over Erdmon and the 2-1 over me, Ozzy Dahaki, so he gets to move on, and he's playing against... I think I said it. Did I say it yesterday?
He's playing against Semi, I think.
Semi, yeah.
I still, every time I see his name, I want to call him Semi-H, but
Semi.
Sema.
Why make Zerglings when drones deal the same damage? There's a lot of truth to that, actually.
No, there isn't.
DPS alone.
It's not about the number of attacks, it's about the value of the attack. Which is 5. Cast
Yeah,
round of 8.
that's so true.
Yeah, I'll do the round of 8 cast if we're... I think we're not gonna have a caster for it, so I probably will do it. So it's just gonna be 4 matches for that. It all gets played by the end of this weekend, so I'll probably cast it sometime next week. You should, though.
And actually, we're like right on time for the pizza show match, but I'm going to peace out right now because I have to go to the restaurant before we start.
Okay.
I want food. It was fun to cast with you, boys.
Yeah, I
see
appreciate you
guys
hopping
later.
in.
Yeah.
Alright. This was a much more chill cast, but it's because it's hard to seriously cast your own games. So yeah, just got a couple other people and we made it a little more chill and relaxing than we did previously. I guess I'm gonna be doing a show match with Keen. And Jimin also was just asking me to play, so I guess I might go play Jimin. Let me see. But I'm probably not gonna stream it. So I'm gonna be... I think I'm gonna play Jimin a couple of games right now, and then whenever Keen is ready, Least, Brood War, who was in here earlier, he's gonna be, I think, casting a match between Keen and I think we're playing for pizza. I think that's like the whole shtick. But I'm not gonna be streaming anymore tonight. I might come on tomorrow, I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of the evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the cast. That does finish up the group stages. So the round of 8, I don't think is actually put in right now. But it's gonna be, the round of 8 is Simi versus Vermin, Exit versus Nomad, Nesh versus Ava, I think? There's Pandora versus Kava. It goes Pandora versus Kava Poo. And then Nesh versus I can't remember. There's nowhere for me to see it right now. It's like not actually posted anywhere, and I'm drawing a bit of a blank on who the 4 are again. Oh, Ranged. I think it's Ranged. That's who it is. So I'll probably try casting that, I guess, next week. And I'll do those cast a bit more seriously because the quality should be a fair bit better too. It's like all the players that won in groups and then the people that were highest ranked. So they gotta buy in the group stages. So I'll cover the next week. But I'm gonna head out. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a good night, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Ask a gym and win stream. He might not want to stream his practice games. He's practicing for BSL, so he probably doesn't want the games to be broadcast. That's my guess. I imagine he wants to refine some stuff and practice some new things and just not have the information for him to get scouted there. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.